Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing this Rossi nail gel, which is a natural clear poly gel I purchased from Rossi. And also I'm going to be trying out the new hot nail trend, which is turquoise nails, on the poly gel nails that I create today. So to start off, I am prepping my nails, and I have a more in-depth video about how I do this, and I will link it so you can get a more detailed look of how I prep my nails for any kind of extension. So since I just have the poly gel from Rossi, I don't have any of the liquids. I'm going to be using this poly gel kit that was sent to me for review by Yayoge. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. But I'm going to be using dual forms for this nail set. So I'm just measuring the size of my nails, and then I'm applying the base coat, and I will cure that under a UV lamp for about 2 minutes. And if you want to see my review on this Yayoge polygel kit, I will link that so you can check out this video, and I believe I have like a 10% off discount code, which will be in the description box. So this is the polygel nail liquid I'm going to use. If you don't have this, you can also use alcohol. It'll work just as well to spread out the polygel. I'm also using this little double-sided tool. One side has a spatula, one side has a brush. And then of course the Rossi nail gel in natural clear, which is number 2. I'm just quickly going to show you what it looks like, but like I said, it's clear, so you already know what a clear polygel looks like. But there's that. It's pretty thick. It did spread very evenly when I applied the nail liquid. It didn't stick to the brush or anything like that. So I'm going to be doing shorter nails this time, so I'm not applying that much polygel. I'm just kind of trying to flatten out the bottom where my cuticle area is, so that won't be too bulky, and I won't have to clean up too much later. So I really have a hard time trying to judge the appropriate thickness for polygel nails. This step takes me a long time. This is probably going to be the last time I use dual forms because it's just harder for me. I like to apply nail tips. I think it's so much easier to apply nail tips and then put the polygel on top. At least easier for me. Here I go. I'm sliding the dual form on my nail, making sure it's centered properly. Then I'm going to take the little brush tool and just clean around any areas where the polygel has spilled out of the dual form. This part is always the hardest for me because, like, typically the nail form slides around. After I fixed the front of the nail, I cured in the UV lamp for about 10 seconds to do a flash cure, and then I smoothed the back of the polygel to kind of make sure that's even. And then I just popped off the dual form. So yeah, that tip was given to me by one of my subscribers. Just do a quick cure, because before I was applying the dual forms and then trying to smooth out the back, and by the time I did that, it messed up the front and I kept having to do it. But if you get it properly on your nail in the front, flash cure it for about 10 seconds, then you can smooth out the back because it's not going to be completely cured. The only thing with like the clear polygel, it does cure a little bit faster, I guess, because it doesn't have like any color to prevent it from curing or something. I don't know, but I did notice that this polygel did cure a little bit faster than the other ones I've tried. And I just assumed that was because it was completely transparent. So I'm going to just be repeating those steps I told you. I'm going to smooth out the polygel on the dual form, apply it to my nail, clean up any areas that the polygel has spilled out, because I don't want that on my skin. It will cause the nails to lift sooner than I want it to. I'm cleaning up that area, flash curing for 10 seconds, and then smoothing out the back of the nail to make sure that's nice and smooth. I feel like in my last polygel video, which was the Yayoge review, I think I actually did good applying the dual forms that day, but today, I don't know, I think I did better on my ring finger and my index finger, but by the time I got to my middle and middle and index finger, I don't know what happened. It's just like I started having those problems where the dual form didn't want to stay and it was moving around a lot, and I just got frustrated. Also, when I tried to do my flash cure trick, I left it in too long on this nail and it was very hard to spread out. So the back of that nail looked pretty crazy, but it's fine. I didn't wear these nails for that long, so I was okay with it. You definitely want to be sure you remove any bubbles before you press them down on the nails, because they will show through. But again, that wasn't too much of an issue for me, just because I was going to be painting over the clear, so I don't know. But just be aware of that when you're patting down with a brush to make sure that there are no bubbles, because it will mess up your nail. So this is the nail I struggled with the most. I had to like end up taking it off and patting it down again, just because it wouldn't, I don't know, it was just moving around way too much on my nail. I'm not sure if I applied like too much of the liquid, what's it called? The nail liquid, I think that's what it's called. I applied too much of the nail liquid maybe, and it was just like preventing the polygel from sticking. I'm not sure, but yeah, I did have an issue with this nail. And I think too, like with the dual forms, you have to get a really good fit, and with some of the like dual forms that come with kits and stuff, I don't know, they just don't fit my nails too well, and I just don't want to be reshaping and remolding a nail just to use it. So that's why to me using nail tips is so much easier. But here is the final result. I know it looks super crazy right now, but I'm going to go ahead and trim the nails, because like I said, I am going for a short square set today. So I'm taking my nail clippers and just trimming the nails down a little bit. And then I will take my 180 grit nail file and just file down the nails to where they're even. And I'm also going to buff the top of the nail, because I want to get rid of that smooth shiny surface, so the gel polish that I'm going to use will stick to the nails. This is what I have after I've trimmed, filed, and buffed my nails, and they're pretty much even. I'm not the best filer, so they could be better, but I like them. They have like a kind of a coffin shape, a little square coffin shape. So I'm applying a gel base coat. I cured that under the lamp. Now I'm applying this Peach Bellini by Daily Charm, and this is just an orange jelly nail polish. I'm applying that on top of my new nails to give that turquoise orangey look. I'm just going to do one coat of that, and you can see it's a very sheer jelly polish, really pretty color. It's going to give us that really nice base for the turquoise nails. So I'm just taking this brush I have from Winstonia and this brown jelly polish that I got from Cocoist. After that first coat of the jelly polish, I did cure my nails for 2 minutes to make sure they're completely cured. And I'm now applying a second coat of that Daily Charm Peach Bellini, which is that jelly orange color. And for this coat of the polish, I am not going to cure. So the polish is still wet. And I am just taking that brush and applying random dots and circles to the wet orange base that I have right now. And this is going to help this jelly brown color kind of spread out because the base is still wet. So it's going to help give it that kind of uneven, natural look. We don't want this to be too perfect because it is a tortoise shell design and you do want it to look random and not placed. So it'll be more natural. So one thing I will say I should have done is I should have done one nail at a time because the base is still wet. The longer you wait, the more that brown color is going to spread in the base. I think I left it a little too long trying to do 2 nails at once. So just a suggestion is to do 1 nail at a time. Okay, so I cured that under the lamp for 2 minutes. And then I'm applying this blooming gel. It's just a clear blooming gel by Madame Glam. If you don't have a blooming gel, you can just use a base coat. It'll work just as well. So I'm leaving that blooming gel wet. And I'm just applying a darker brown. You could also do a black color, but I didn't want it to be too dark, so I went with a dark brown. And I'm taking my brush and just applying like random circles and dots into that wet blooming gel. And that blooming gel is just going to spread those brown dots out. And it'll keep spreading it until you cure the polish. So this is basically just giving it a very layered look with the different shades and colors. So you can see with the orange base, then I went with a jelly brown to give it a little more dimension, and then now I'm going over it with that darker brown and it's adding another layer to it. After I was happy with that, I just cured it under the lamp, and now I'm applying a top coat. This is just going to give it that nice glossy shine that I want for this look. After I apply my top coat to all my nails, I am going to cure it. And again, I think I let the brown stay too long in the blooming gel, so it kind of ran all into each other. So again, just do 1 nail at a time so you can really pay attention to what you're doing. This is my final look, my tortoise shell polygel nails, and I'm just applying some cuticle oil because with all that filing and buffing, it just takes a lot out of my nails. So I hope you liked this look. If you did, be sure to thumbs up the video and subscribe to see more nail videos from me. Alright, bye guys!